barrel, but I'll take it. What's up, guys? Zackatar, back with another How to Drums. Today, we are doing Blue Devils Act 2, Part 2, whatever you want to call it. I like calling it the drum break because these guys are pushing out notes. Sorry, I got a little angry. I'm just a little washed, you know, and my hands hurt now. I could say up to date, this is probably the hardest thing I've played, obviously, because I'm old, aged out, got the old man hands. But I'm going to go over tips that might help you and avoid what I did wrong. I'm not going to go over the stuff that was previously said in the first episode. If you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's the opener to this show. A lot of the stuff correlates back into this, and especially since it's the same year, it's got some similar play styles. So I'm going to go more specific into what I had troubles with. So let's get started. A really big thing throughout this whole piece is timing. There are quite a few spaces as well as quarter notes, and if you don't prepare for them, you might come in early, you might come in late, and playing with a group will make you stand out, which is not good. Of course, I suggest playing with a metronome, mark time, subdivide in your head what the eighth note is so that you're ready for the next quarter note. It's got like a little fun break, but you don't want to overplay it, as well as you want to know where your scrape zones are because you do have a couple of those, and just keep the low end low on this bar, right? This low, flam, low. I will say when they played it, they had a little bit higher of a flam because they're hype, but you know, keep it consistent. Just bump, 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 and then that right there. Like, make sure all the diddles are low. Be conscious of like what the heights are. All right, we are on the next chunk, the bread and butter of what ruined multiple of my runs. I kind of want to just tell you the tip is to, you know, good luck because it's very fast and very difficult, but I'll actually give you how I broke it down. So obviously, I have it set as mezzo forte because you do want to have the accents heard, but honestly, I've said this before in multiple of my videos, just start very low. Sometimes you just need to, you know, play a piano. Kind of play each of the little chunks, you know, in context with a metronome instead, where like so that you can get that consistent hand speed and then put it in the piece. Anyways, right after that, we go into singles. You really want to try and keep it consistent in the same heights. I troubled with that because moving around the drums, I just, you know, panicked a little bit. That one right there, my tip, just separate them, and you can do it for the previous stuff too, but realistically, it's just the triangle pattern. Up, 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 up. We have made it, people. We've made it to the quad feature. We're about to speed run some tips because the quad break is a lot of info that doesn't really need a lot of explanation, so let's go. First bar has a lot of musicality. Really make sure those double stops are double stops and not flams. This bar is literally just a bunch of rounds. You need to take it apart, right? Next bar goes into a 16th note bass, right? You don't want to be too fast, but the moment you're done with it, the next part, you really need to make sure you're not too fast. When it comes to the, right, the 6 tuplets, it's going to be a lot slower than you think. This bar is going to be a little fast. You need to use a little bit more finger. It's kind of like throwing it down, to be honest. But also, don't take your pinkies off the stick, but you can try doing double stops. And then that. Next part of this bar, you need to keep left hand really low so that you can get the flam and cross flam over. And then we're getting to the very end, juiciest part of this feature. This next part, just take it in chunks. I've said this before, beat by beat, you know? You got singles, 6 tuplet, and just do the next releasing beat so you know exactly where to go, etc., etc. Very last part can be a little difficult. It's just knowing where to place your hands, knowing what crosses over. Bum, 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 bum. Ding. I think an overall tip that I can give for this quad feature is to just not overplay. I have it as mezzo forte, and there's hardly any accents other than the rim shots. It's just really like being flowy and comfortable with the rounds. You don't want to play too timid and super. This is a quad feature. You are the feature. Anyways, I feel like this video is going to be extremely shorter than the last one, but that is kind of the point of these videos. If you have any other questions that I might not have hit, You want to ask a specific bar, specific beat, how I overcame it, say it in the comments. I'll give my best response, try to help you out. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya! One more for the one more. Boom, boom, boom.